Hi, and welcome to a new exercise related to Iterator in Python. In this tutorial, we will solve together a stock holding and portfolio exercise as a direct implementation on object-oriented programming integrating Iterator in Python. A ticker symbol or stock symbol is an abbreviation used to uniquely identify the publicly traded shares of particular stock, and it is used commonly in the financial assets, and it is used or it's related to particular stock market. The stock holding itself refers or referred to the number of stocks or shares that a person or institute own in a company. Suppose you have different shares from, for example, Tesla or from Microsoft. Okay, so you have this in your portfolio. Okay, and the process itself is called stock holding. Okay, so you have stocks or shares from publicly traded shares. Okay, the publicly traded shares that one go to public market. The stock holding information including shares, okay, ticks, okay, shares, for example, how many shares do you have from a specific company, ticks, which is referred to the character or the identification of these shares, the value, how many shares do you have within this financial entity, okay, and these are kept together in a portfolio or financial portfolio or investment portfolio. So in this application, we have a direct implementation or the direct application related to financial assets or investment, where we will have ticks or shares that come from company, and we store them in our portfolio or in our holding. And if we sell, then the portfolio or holding will decrease or minimize the number of shares based on the factor that we will sell or buy according to. Now, here is the question or the exercise that we will solve it together. Write a Python code that simulates your company portfolio according to the following. So this is company portfolio. This is our personal. It could be your personal portfolio. And in this portfolio, you have some shares, like some shares from Tesla, from Microsoft, from Airbnb, or from whatever. Okay, and how many shares do you have, and the text itself or the symbol that is used to identify these shares. There are 5 requirements, okay, of this. First of all, I didn't mention here, we must use the object-oriented programming integrated with iter to make the instance of the class iterable. So I can loop through this class or the instance of the class. No, the first requirement, the class should contain the buy method from which you can insert tick symbol and the number of shares, how many shares or how many stock you will buy. Okay, then the buy method shall increase the holding. Then we have buy methods that increase the holding, and the buy method will increase the holding in the ticker by a specific number of shares. So suppose I have like Mega as a ticker from a company, okay, and this company I decide to buy 12 stocks or 12 shares. Then the buy method will increase this cake, okay, based on the number of shares that I decided to buy, okay. And the class should contain selling method, and selling method will play against the buy method. So I will buy and I will sell within the same class. We must be able also to iterate over the holding in the portfolio, okay. So I will initiate a class, and this class, as we learn together, we will start with capital letter of the portfolio. Okay, this is the name of the class, and in the constructor I have nothing, just I want to save the holding, okay, or the object that will store the shares and the value. So I will call it holding. Okay, so the holding itself is the position, okay, the position or the owning of the holding. So this will be a dictionary because I want to give the tick or the symbol to be the key, and the value is the number of the final shares or stock I have. According to the requirements, I have a class and I have, okay, designed the class. I have holding that will store the shares, the final shares, and I will have buy method and sell method. So I will have if buy, and this will have sell, and then I use ellipses. Then I use just to have the full footprint. Okay, this will also contain sell, which will also be an empty method till filling this. Okay, now what I will have now, it's very simple. The buy method will accept two things. The first thing is the ticker itself. Okay, the second thing, how many shares I will buy. Okay, so it will have the ticker, the symbol of the company, okay, that I will buy shares or stock from, and the number of shares that I want to buy. Then directly I append the value in this dictionary. Okay, so I will recall self.holding. Okay, this self.holding, I want to append or I want to add the key, okay, which is ticker here. Okay, sorry, ticker. Okay, so it will add inside this empty dictionary based on the key what it will add. The first thing, it will go to check if this ticker, if this symbol, or if this key is exist. Okay, it will bring the value. How this will be done, we learn together in the dictionary data structures that I can use .get method. Okay, but why I will use what I have this, or what I must follow this approach to use .get. Okay, because .get method will return to me the value of this ticker, and if this ticker doesn't exist because it's empty, it will return to me 0 as a default value. But you can use this method. Okay, for example, you can use the index operator, and you can pass to this the ticker. Okay, this works. But if the ticker itself, if the key doesn't exist, then we will have trouble here. So then I will use .get method. Oh, sorry, I will use here .get method, and I will pass the ticker. And if the ticker doesn't exist, then it will return 0. Okay, so the first thing, we will go through the dictionary. We will retrieve the value based on the ticker that we will pass. But if the ticker does exist, for example, we have 5 shares, then it will have 5 plus what? Plus the number of shares that we will buy. Okay, so now we have the default value if it is here, plus the number of shares. This is the whole you need from this. Okay, method, buy method. The opposite side, sorry, we already defined the sell method. So in the opposite side, we have the sell method that will also accept the ticker or the key as a key, and the shares are the number of the values. Okay, again, just I want to recall the self.holding. Okay, based on the key, the ticker key. Okay, what we will have? We will have the same thing. We will check if the ticker, if the key, which is the ticker here, is exit. Okay, then I will retrieve the value from the dictionary. If not, we will add 0, and we will now, instead of using the addition operator, we will use the subtraction, because now we want to remove from the whole. Okay, so I will use the shares here. Okay, now I can create the instance. For example, I will see P as a portfolio here. Okay, and we have nothing in the constructor to add here. Then I will, for example, try to say P.buy. I want to buy from, for example, the company Mega Okay, this is the ticker. This is the symbol. I want to buy 20 share. Okay, then I want to buy also from another company. For example, I want to buy from MECT, another or ECT. Sorry, I have to use the right context here. MECT as a company. I don't know which company is. I want to buy 25. Okay, I want to buy another day, for example, from the same company. Okay, from this MECT, I want to buy another 5 shares or stocks because the market was good. And I want to buy from, for example, another company. Okay, we use, for example, Alpha as a new company. Okay, and we will buy a 29 shares. Okay, now if I want to check, for example, the items that is located inside this, either I can print b dot get. Okay, this will return the instance as an iterable. Okay, but we have a problem here because it shows to me portfolio object has no attribute holding, and we have this attribute holding which is a dictionary, and now we must pass this to the holding. And the problem here, I use iter will be used later, but it should be init, the constructor. Sometimes really I don't use the right constructor. The constructor, again, you have to look into is init, not init, because you will have also here init, okay, as a special integer method. Okay, take care, and you will have sometimes the iter. Okay, and if we run this, then we will have the holding as a dictionary, and we will have this mega, we have MECT, we have alpha, MECT 30, because I buy 25, then I added 5. But this is not the main requirement. The main requirement is to have, okay, iterable. So we need to convert this instance to iterable object. To do that, we will define, okay, the special method which I incorrectly added at the beginning, which is iter. I have to use it now to convert or to return, okay, the iter object, which is, sorry, the iter object, okay, and this iter object will make the self.holding.items, okay, the self, okay, dot holding dot items as iterable, okay, object. Items, it should contain s, if I'm not wrong. Yes, and now I can do for loop. For example, I can say for b in p, print to me b, and now we can print this as a table, okay, of the ticker and the corresponding shares we have, because I have key and value, I have the items, so I can, and it is the recommended way to loop through the key and value. For key and value p, because we have two values, I want to print the key, okay, I want to print let's use a string here. I want to print from this, I want to print key or key small here, okay, and I want to print the values to see here, okay, print. Now we printed the keys and value now, and at the same thing I can have, for example, I want to have only 2 items here, okay, just to use .cell method, and I want to use .cell method here. I need to sell all mega, and I want to sell 15, which are the half of MECT, because MECT is 25 and 5 is 30, and I want to sell the half, and I want to loop again, okay, in this, and I do not need, I will make them here, just I want to print here, okay, couple of charts just to show you the difference between selling and buying. Okay, now let us check here. I have I bought 20 shares or stocks from Mega. I bought 30 stocks, okay, in 2 separated time, and I bought one from Alpha. Later, I sell, okay, I choose to sell, okay, I sell 20 from Mega, then Mega becomes 0. I sell 15 from MECT, and MECT become 15, and still the portfolio to me have 29 of Alpha, because I didn't sell anything. That is the direct implementation. As a key recommendation from this tutorial, please keep your eye to the constructor, okay? Sometimes when you code fastly, you will use iter or will use any special method different than the init. The second thing that use or employ iter, the special method iter, to convert the object that you will return as a terrible object, so you can loop through the items. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. In the next tutorial, we will have the last exercise related to iter. I highlighted this widely. I mean the iter and iterator in Python there, because this is a very, very important and most widely used methodologies in Python, beside the generators and other important topics. Thank you.